let's summon her both quick
Am
anymore.
I in?
Yep.
Oh my god.
You're all we got, Evan.
4 souls.
You're going holy. You're gonna pump.
Well,
Wait a sec.
You know how to press GS. That's a big part of it.
And
Yes.
smite. Definitely know how to press smite too. Hold on, let's do
why smite?
because you're gonna pump. We need you
DPS?
to
There's like
do
a 5
as
second
much
DPS
damage.
check, yeah.
We need you to do as much damage as Illy was doing on his warlock. Minus what he will do on his demon hunter.
Okay.
Our summons going up.
They should be.
I want someone to Growlers.
We're working down the list here.
Hey, who's at the top? I started from the bottom because I thought people were going to go from like the top left.
I see on my ray frames he's bottom right.
Oh, he's top left for me. That's fair.
You and your hipster raid frames.
Wait, who's?
Kelly's putting group 1 on the bottom.
Wait, group 1's on the bottom. Wait, that is
No,
weird.
group
What the
1
fuck?
is on the right. They're horizontal.
But who reads right to left?
I mean vertical. They're vertical. Sorry. I put group 1 closest to the center of my screen because my raid frames are slightly off center to the left. And I want tanks to be furthest towards the center. So group 1 is furthest towards the center.
Oh,
and tanks are always
fair.
group 1.
I was AFK.
No.
And healers
why?
are always group 4 because, I mean, like, who heals healers? You know, heal yourself.
I mean, everyone's the same in my book, except for maybe the tank.
Well, maybe.
Wow, harsh. Well, we literally have the same gloves, but you're gonna get the DOE because you have a lower item.
Wait, what?
I was looking at your Civ and Shadowlands DOE. And I realized we are literally wearing the same gear, but mine's 4 levels higher.
Okay, let's finish it after. What did they do? There it is.
You were the last one.
I see.
Whether or not they're epic computers now.
I always
They are
summoned Growlers for, but I was AFK.
So not a lot changes here, except for the fact that we're going to, we might actually even, once Evan knows what's going on, we're not actually going to push the phase even faster, honestly.
Do we want to first phase faster?
No,
Because
not really.
I stopped
But
healing.
if we are pushing it too fast, we're just going to take the second set of pedestal people off, basically.
Okay. I fully stop healing. I would actually leave the pedestal people on. Well, no, I guess they do. Yes, never mind. I take it back.
Yeah, the DPS are relevant phase 1. You'd rather
Well, I mean,
heal
we
conserve
kill
mana,
the
right?
big guy faster.
That's my argument. Is I want to conserve mana, so I would stop healing. But we do want to kill the big guy faster. Also.
I mean, it's also not a non-trivial amount of damage that people take by doing the pedestal. There are a couple swaps on pedestal stuff, so later you're going to be clicking second on skull. Italy, you're actually channeling on the second phase first, and then Pure, you're swapped to the last person there. Same one you were last night, though.
Okay. Why'd you swap me? Like, I don't care that I'm swapped. I can make it
Because
there
I
really fast.
feel like Italy can also get there just as fast, and also that point in time, there's like nothing to tank. So it will be the easiest point for him to do it.
Oh, he's tanking and doing it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, also, when you get over there super fast, you're ranging the healers, and there's a good chance that Illy won't need any healing, whereas you might. That makes
Yeah,
Yeah.
sense. You
either
can
one of the
channel a bit longer.
tanks or one of the healers has to channel. Healers doesn't make a ton of sense, and then later on, like the third pedestal person, there'll be lots of mobs up that Italy can be dealing with.
And am I on first shield for Shade now, or is that just till Fuzzy gets here? I'm in group 2 now.
Oh yeah. I could put you on these instead of people that haven't seen this. I don't know why I forgot about you.
Oh, it's
that
not
Oh.
bitch again. Aw.
Oof.
Wines. Put the reason on wine.
You can take my spot.
I just go where I'm told.
Okay, you're gonna take Nuevo's spot.
So,
And honestly, I think Italy still channels.
so I am third on Skull. Okay.
And actually, on our last poll, which I think was our best poll last night, like, we were much closer to pushing that than we realized, because we missed one whole Guardian Spirit, we didn't get either of the hymns, and we didn't get either of the cells. So, like, we missed the increased healing from both the hymns for that full, like, 20-second, I think, duration. We missed the second GS increased healing and a decent bump from the cells, so, like, I'm pretty sure we would have pushed. So the question is really, does Evan equal Miz? And
Shit.
if he does, do all of the healers have the capability to replace one DPS?
I
Well, we're
mean,
not just replacing one DPS, because we were also kind of DPSing last night.
Yeah, I know, but it's
People
Also
basically...
advantage from pull 1 now.
Yeah.
people are helping their own health at the time when we are, you know, pushing and stuff like that. I'm not going to be focusing on healing.
What if I just do more damage?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, if we sort out healing CD in the intermission phase, a little bit better.
Well, we have
Will
infinite
be
healing
nice.
CDs now.
We do. Well, it's actually the same number, since priests still have to assign those for the other phase. It's really just pick you and I.
Well, I'm using two of my big CDs on the boss as well. I just have revival.
Make sure you loot, by the way.
I hate this guy.
I hate the sky.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Same.
Yeah, who loves the sky?
I mean, I don't love it, but I don't hate it either.
The Arakoa?
I do not like this guy, Keith. I bet you
Change
hate
your
the I
position.
bet you hate the outdoors.
I mean,
changes.
yeah.
Wait, say it changes position.
No, he just changed his position. It changes
Our
position.
people starve outside the castle walls, yet these loyalists indulge their avarice.
So do we think?
The jailer amasses an army to destroy the Shadowlands.
Do we think
The
a
fools deserve their
enhancement
fate for
shami,
believing the
a
lies of Denathrius.
DK, or a hunter is going to be our best
Let us
DPS
liberate
choice?
them from the grasp of these aristocrats.
I think enhancement shaman can use off you, so
That is true.
Are you more worried about the heal check or the DPS check?
I'm worried about everything.
Okay, well that didn't answer my question.
I know.
That doesn't answer the question.
I believe in you, girl.
Denathrius keeps his most potent souls in this chamber. He fuels their darkest instinct, forging them into weapons to turn upon his enemies.
Once I break these bonds, you will be the
You can actually sim for that if you want it.
excuse me, those are bis stats.
It's got too much verse on it. It's pretty gross.
This one's
No such
pride
thing.
Gross.
against our legendary.
There's more healing and damage reduction.
Come, let us deprive Denathrius of his pride.
See, Pip is actually foaming.
Is that a bad thing or is that a good thing?
Who knows, honestly.
Means she didn't get her rabies shot.
Do we have the ID for it? How do we even find that?
Oh, I can give it to you in a second.
Dude, how do you do this magic, Gross?
How do I do what magic?
Oh, I forgot. You just put your sim on sim thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's in the PoE's channel. And then I believe it was the biggest upgrade for WoW.
What, the gloves?
Yeah. I think the gloves actually have orders.
Why is it 15 DPS for me, man? I suck.
Well, until Fuzzy's here, we're gonna use both of them.
Both blink drones.
Oh, sorry, I was responding to something Kelly said in another channel.
I mean, we have two salves. We can have a pause and you can try it out, see if it helps make the transitions quicker.
So something, I know we only saw the last phase the one time, but all of our pre-CDs were messed up there. So I think that's something we need to go over before we pull, just in case we get back there again.
Sure it's all on the note, basically.
And I think Nixie's gonna spec out of Salve, since you've got Evan with Salve. I don't think we need 3.
Is he going?
What does he gain instead?
DPS.
Is he taking Light of the Naru?
I would. I mean, if you don't want the 3rd Salve. If you don't feel a need for 3rd Salve, then take Light of the Naru. If you do want the 3rd Salve, that's totally fine. But
Yeah,
he'll do...
I can pick between healer pump or DPS pump. I don't know. Which do you think?
Let's try with the DPS for now.
So, like, have Chastise ready when we're going to that shield, and then just big pump them with it.
Yeah, I'm saving my games for.
I mean, I have my. Do you have a legendary for your reduction too, or no?
I don't know if you have that. It might be better for you.
Yeah, I have mine maxed, so I could probably sit and just DPS my heart out on it.
Oh, that might be better than if Avu and you spec out of Salve, and Atera and Evan go Salve. And then you gotta pump.
Who? Actually, let me check real quick. Something like that. No, that's wrong. Okay, so we're gonna go with those splits, I think. Okay, so check your groups. Everyone DPS especially though, and so groups 1 and 2 for those couple that weren't here last night. So 1 and 2 on the first time that the shade cloaks, you're going to ramp right before and then burst into the cloak with your cooldowns, and then 3 and 4 you're going to do the same for the second cloak. It is a very tight check, so you need to be like blasting as soon as the shield comes out. Healers, you need to absolutely pump. So whichever 2 areas are most dangerous, Shaman, I think you need to prep and drop Tide, and then let the raid be and continue blasting. And kind of the same with basically every other healing CD we have during that phase. There should be very little like spot healing needed. So it should be like most of your cast are damage cast.
Do you mean for the whole phase or just during the shield?
Pretty much the whole phase, we're gonna need it. People need to take as little damage as possible.
We can... never mind, we cannot pop B either.
I mean, this is 100% doable with 6 healers and 2 tanks. Like, there's plenty of logs with guilds doing it. I think they probably have slightly better DPS overall, but we'll see if we can come up with a way to match it. Good, send me back. I forgot to buy more Vantis. I'm an idiot. So the key things for you, Evan, so you need to make sure as soon as Nixie's GS is off the boss that your GS is plopped on. That'll probably be, what is that going to be, 20 seconds in, basically?
Yep.
Something like that, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that is super, super, super important. It's like the most important thing you're going to do. The second most important thing is the hymn. The first hymn needs to happen essentially right on pull at this point. And then we will squeeze the last bit of hymn in like at 40 seconds essentially. So right before we're starting to push. We
So
just
the
want to make
second
sure
phase.
that we want to make sure the buff is up on him the whole phase basically.
We have 3 new people, right, for second phase?
Yes.
Okay, second phase. Oh, you need to run Shining Force here.
We're gonna make
already.
it very easy though.
Okay.
Don't we have 4
Should
new
I
people
go over
total?
positioning at all or no? Do we?
So
Yeah.
essentially you're going to be stacked on people the entire time. I think 2 is a decent person to do that on. And you're going to group soak essentially every meteor. You're going to be right on the wall, and you're going to be baiting a cone, and it's just going to be a couple steps to the left to avoid it. And that's like, it'll be stutter stepping out of the meteor or stutter stepping out of the frontal. If you need Vantis, you can open trade.
It's mainly which side of the boss, and you're still good for that, to you.
Yeah, this is the general movement. If you don't have sound alert set to like, let's say the building.
Should be, I think, one other person that needs Mantis.
Blazing Surge. Blazing Surge is the big ones you gotta run out of sometimes. Fiery Strike should almost always be pointed away from us.
Can I have
That's less important.
book?
Yeah. Only so melee especially that are new in, like you can actually stand onto you. Gungo you can, I mean, essentially follow the other unranged, but 2 is probably safe-ish as well, and same for you, Evan. The only like minor change though to the phase is what Keith pointed out in the channel. I mean, I was thinking it last night, but people seem to want to know where to drop that first meteor. But it's basically like wherever. So the group is going to be stacked, let's say around star, and like there's no reason for the meteor to run to diamond or whatever it was. They just, wherever the group is stacked, that's where the meteor is going to be soaked, and then you just step to the left. There's no need for additional movement there. Remember, we don't want to drop it right on square though. Any questions from new people? So the important stuff, Gungo, you're channeling on triangle pedestal right away. Ko, you're channeling on square pedestal right away. And then you can see where you're channeling. You're both channeling right away in the second phase.
I see.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Ko, you still need Vantis. I don't know if I gave you or if you just haven't popped.
So the second heal phase, do you want that GS right when the shield starts, right when the shield breaks, right when we pop hero?
No, no.
When do we get all of that
gonna,
rolling?
Basically, we don't want to GS like immediately, but if you GS just on the shield, I mean, you're going to waste it. Like,
yeah.
We have 30 seconds of GS, so I would do the first one maybe 5 seconds before the shield starts, and then chain them from there.
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
have to
Do you
summon me
see
again.
boss timers for that boon, or do you need that called?
For what? TS?
GS right before the shield, the healing shield in the second healing phase. So after we're done doing the like along the wall shade phase, we get back in position. You know how
you want it right off
he
the
puts
bat?
up. No.
Right before.
Right before the
Like
shield.
5
pops
seconds
up.
before. I would just call it Billy.
Just call it the first time and I'll have an idea when I should.
It's roughly right after the guy hits the ground, right? When he knocks people off.
The
Yeah, it's
Vanquisher?
a few
Yeah,
seconds
pretty
after
much.
that.
I might have hit Har the Wild.
We have to summon Evan back anyway. That's what, 5 minutes?
Yep.
Oh, we can reset.
Yeah, we can reset. Just tag and reset. Or don't tag since I don't
I mean,
have
if you want to set up a macro, you could always just whisper me, and my add-on should tell me exactly when you need it.
Notice we also have 3 power infusions, so both Shaman and
Or-
Aiden are getting them.
Macro does, or my weak aura. Shoot, God.
For GS?
Yes, for GS. It should yell at me to ask for it.
Okay, flask up, oil up. Everybody's eaten. Armor kit.
I'll probably just call it on Discord because I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no problem. Just
That's fine. You're GSing Kale, by the way.
When am I power infusion fit? Right on start.
I think so, yeah, right? That's when Kelly's getting.
Mhm.
Yeah, just on pull.
Kind of wait like 5 seconds, but on pull's fine too.
Waiting on Pip, and then I think Pure needed flask.
Oh. Sorry, it's on.
That's fine.
You're not PIing the same time you're GSing. So I'll call your GS, your PI is when we do Ascendance. So in that second set of PIs, yes, both you and I'm talking to Avun right now, but both you and Avun are PIing the Shamans both time. The first PI is about 5 seconds into the pull. The second PI is we'll call like Ascendance, or maybe we'll just call PI for you guys, and that's when you PI us. It's after the phase and we come back over.
Wait, can I make a macro? Can I have one macro whisper Innervate Val and whisper PI from Nixie?
Probably.
Is that worth doing?
That's up to you. It's all at the same time, right? Or no?
They don't line up, but I guess for this fight it would be alright.
Yeah, because we don't need, like, I want the PI with all my cooldowns, which is 3 minutes, so.
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't then.
Okay, it's back. Last one, then pull. Remember, make sure we're spreading. We want very little damage on pull. We want all of it going into boss. And the DBs and stuff on Return to Stone, and interrupts on Occultist. Just remember everything.
I got it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Critical traitors! Stop them!
Okay, you can PI.
Try to close, channeling if you're supposed to.
Okay, we're at 42%, so we can probably slow.
Yeah, stop channeling, stop channeling. You don't have to put more damage on? Yeah, like we're absolutely blasting. Yeah, we gotta destroy this guy and probably take some people off channeling with the bars like that. Head to start.
And
you take Jericho's, I got shake.
You can
Alpha try to swap.
I'm two basically, but it's fine. Move. Get ready for first blow. You're facing a gate on the side, basically. Okay. I mean, I think that's doable. That was like 40k. So that part's doable.
Man, someone got low on the IQD, healed someone.
I didn't set up.
Yeah, we had a few people hit.
Yeah, it was a bad phase because we blasted so much first, and yeah, like I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just count off till 5 and then I'll use everything.
Yeah, tank frontals at the raid, like a lot went wrong. So remember, he's always going to face in towards center of the room, Billy.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we take basically Ambro keys while Val don't channel. The first set of people channel, and then the second don't.
If anything, well, I guess we're trying to reduce healing. I was gonna say we would heal more if we didn't have the first set channeling than the second, but it's whatever.
Do you want me to just, when we go over to the corner, do you want me to just start DPSing right away, or do you want me to wait till we get to the next one?
DPS all the time.
All right.
You should be blasting the whole time.
Because it's not just the shields we're trying to meet the check for. Remember how we kept wiping at like 45.6, 46.7? Like, we kept getting the third shield. We can't get the third shield. So we need to DPS the whole time. We need to extra blast during the shield, but we need to DPS the whole
Okay,
time.
so I'm gonna do, basically, I'm gonna rely on everyone else to pick up that slack.
And just to repeat, in case people forgot or missed, 1 and 2, you're using CDs on the first shield. 3 and 4 on the second. 3 and 4, you are 1 DPS down, so you need to have your big pants on. I mean, one of the groups has to have 1 fewer, so.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rid of those traitors!
API.
Stop them!
Okay, we need to blast Derathos. Basically, push boss. Push this dude out.
So right now the entire race is stuck.
Yep.
Was it totem down?
Move. Do a big move here. Raid's getting destroyed by the frontal. Good job.
Brett.
Did I pull Threader?
I
didn't taunt.
Do we make it with this stuffed ass pole?
What? Well, we didn't die.
We're so fucking good.
We're huge.
Ah,
the frontal! Every frontal.
How did I? Whatever.
I didn't think we'd make that shield. Good shit.
No, you're right. That was a good one. That was
the other
Why
one.
was it so thick? Of the target?
Keats, never say that again.
Can we make the check?
I think we actually will make this check fairly easily.
Should we be healing a little more then? So people aren't
Yeah,
dying?
maybe we can pull 1 healer off to heal then. Just like let
I mean,
them
I don't
do
know
most
that
of
we
the
need
healing.
to.
I don't think we need to get hit by avoidable stuff.
Well,
it's the tank frontal.
you know,
I don't
yeah.
think without that, I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, like the damage is so low in that phase that we could just kind of toss up hots and people get healed to full if we don't need things. And if we've got links for both the meteors and the there, that's.
You should essentially never be like directly on the group. Like you want to be kind of
Probably facing or my back
so
to where we're from.
if boss was there and like I was tanking him here and raid was, you know, right there, you kind of always want to be like there-ish. So if like the swaps get messed up, you're basically pointing him here instead of here.
All right.
Not a bad idea to set a sound alert to the blazing if you haven't yet. We still had a couple people die to that or get hit by that. Blazing surge. Which is not the tank frontal.
Cone.
No, that's not the tank frontal. It's the big red cone, but it's something that we're gonna have to move out of. Yeah.
So blazing surge. I want to be not in it.
Yeah, so the whole group is going to be stacked over on this, like for instance here on the wall, you would all be stacked. He's going to turn, point at one of you, it doesn't matter which one of you, it's all going to be in the same spot since you're stacked, and then you're just going to move to the left out of it. Okay, I think we can kill this tonight, and then we can say to both Laura and Marius that we killed it without them.
Say no more.
I know, that's motivational, right? Stones. Get your GS every time.
It's up.
Slow on boss and time.
Thank you.
Especially on there, those push.
You can start moving now. After that investigation.
Push. Yep, we're good. Yep, we're good. Okay, good. This is Chrono, move. And then watch the tank turn. Shield. For soak, and then the big move after, get boss. Oh, too early. Soak. Weird with the birds.
Trying to reposition for my yeet.
That was people moving early on the blazing surge.
Yeah, we need to be more like.
Not as far out because I'm trying to position myself for a conflict.
Well, not even just you, but just the entire time people are like ahead of the boss and to the side of him. We want to be like directly to the side of him, and if anything, behind and to the side of him, because we're baiting the Ember Blast like diagonally forward instead of to the side into the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I think the ideal position for it is, so boss is there. You're gonna bait the Ember Blast here, which is the Meteor Soak. You don't want to bait it here, really. you want to bait it here. And then that means all you have to do is step out, and then you can be ready to bait that frontal right here instead of here.
Basically want that circle as far as we're facing in towards the boss to the right as possible, so we're not baiting that next group frontal to where we're running.
Yeah, people are just running early or like drifting ahead. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know who was that last Ember either that was way out there when it got cast on.
That was me trying to pre-position.
Okay.
Because if I'm that close to the ads, I'm not going to be tunneling into the boss.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Those traitors! Gods, stop them!
Yeah, send it.
Sure, spread. Sure, we get turrets. Go slow and kill, slow and kill. With the blaster of those. Temperature in 10, so we need to push. There's this to go off.
Five, 4, 3,
Move over a tiny bit, I think, from it. Good. Let's DPS pretty soon. Watch the tank coming. Watch the frontal. Big move over here.
And then click my toe and knock it if you cut the birds who are next to it.
5, 4, 3,
This is gonna be a meteor, and then cloak. 24k real quick.
I could have done more. I didn't have my lava burst saved up for that one.
I did.
Would have been like 6k right there.
It's really.
Wow, I did more.
5,
I saved my
4, 3, 2.
boom.
We gotta be better with the phoenixes, actually. That's why we didn't break that shield. Val did 100k damage to those phoenixes.
Check W.
Do we want to do a big move early so we get farther away from them to start?
No, the knockback has to be.
Why can't you guys just get knocked?
Isn't Convoke like 40 yards anyway, so?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
I
that's
would
why
go far away when I can.
He needs to move super far.
The last time I did that, I got targeted.
Why don't you just not soak the Ember Blast when that happens and just position after?
Well, that's what I've been doing until I got called out.
Well, he can also end up getting the.
Well, that's what I'm
later
saying.
if
Like,
that happens.
just.
But that's
Yeah,
what I
just
was
grab them
doing
like that.
last night on our best pulls, was running 30, 45 yards away and just tongue.
Well, it's not just that. The phoenixes have to be positioned away from the boss during that second shield. That's the main problem.
Oh, I missed the res.
We're just slow on the knockback on that.
Should have been called Tyrion. That's why you can knock your own birds.
I swapped to grip. I'm just gonna make sure that I can keep them away as much as possible. So, like, it's a minute and a half cooldown, but I'll be able to focus the important one, which is Bird 2 or Shield 2.
Go make sure you eat.
When the birds get close, or also when she calls it. I always end up doing it when they kind of get close to it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Criminals, traitors! Gods, stop them!
Yeah. I'm gonna stop up here because I think everyone's doing it at the right time.
There's a timer also.
Yep.
Oh, I need you to early kill it.
He's dead.
Slow on tail.
15 of the infantry guests left. We're gonna push into last Theratos. Try to hold off if we can. Push.
Okay, Evan, get this first knock at Terra Saviors for the later one. The totem's down. Just look for the totem and wait till they're close enough to knock them.
Four, 3, 2.
No, too late. Too late for the bastard.
Get ready for shield.
Oh, I fucked that up.
You think you can do it in 2 seconds? I think
This
that's
cone's gonna be really wide.
So back
Bad angle.
Just knock it off the statue if you can. Terra, I can't drop totem for like 15 seconds. Someone can grip that one away.
5,
Shield.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Shield right after this.
Knock if you want.
Move. Pearson. So, quick as possible.
3, 2, 1.
We push now. Okay, we did it. Go channel. Go. Make sure you do it.
Seek to hinder us. Do not allow them to interfere.
Let's
We can
go
get the
Terra.
Terra.
Two of them are like covered in fire.
Yeah, we need to fix it like the best you can for now.
Oh, two using
Probably blink to skull.
Let's see. GS.
Second group channel.
There shouldn't be GS on the boss. Good GS boss.
We did that earlier. We needed this.
Yeah.
It's unusable.
Hey, no, it's Vunis first, so you won't see GS at that phase. Yeah, I should have called it before that. I just got a little bit confused.
Okay, so
you're not first, Evan. you're
No,
actually
I'm not
third.
first. It's just that I've been tracking the
Oh, okay.
buff on him, so I see. Like, I just know after 22nd, like when it ends, it's mine. But I don't see it, so I was like, we were missing the one from Avun and the Terra.
Okay, so first thing, what's different about the Phoenixes tonight? Because I feel like they were.
They're getting
much...
knocked and pulled over towards the pedestals. So then early on, we're just kind of dragging them right across them.
So the first one, that time, one spawned back by X and the other spawned like over here, closer to the group. So it got gripped to X, but then because the group was over by like where Star used to be, it dragged through those. So if anything, we need to grip them out wider. And I know why it was gripped over there, because it kind of made sense, but it ended up dragging right over the pedestal. So if anything, we need them more centralized.
Basically, she means away from where Kalthas is right now.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
when
can't
they
we
were
just
gripped into
grip them
X.
to Star?
We need to be a lot better with Nox then, because if we grip them to Star, they're going to catch up with the group early on. So you can knock off of Monk statue, you can knock off of Earthbind Totem. I can only Earthbind Totem every 30 seconds, which isn't going to be enough. So, Aiden, if you can position your statue in a good place to
Does
knock
Pip
from.
have Earthbind Totem?
My statue's pretty much been right where Star is
It's
like,
gonna
the
be
whole
there
time.
the whole time.
I can move
Okay.
it though if it needs to be somewhere better.
I mean, as long as we have a path, basically, a road between like Skull and Star, so like you'd be running on this path here that I'm about to pull the boss. Like, we just need a path to those pedestals. Like, if they were gripped to Star and then you knock them in the direction of Diamond, like that's going to give us a path, is it not?
Yeah, it was also, they would have been knocked in a better position, but I called for Evan to knock and he couldn't find the totem for a while. So that would have probably done it as well. That would have been our fix also. So like the initial position was fine-ish, but they never got knocked that first time. So usually they get knocked, they're further back, and then by the time the group is a little towards mid, they drag across.
So who's on the first knock then?
It used to be a Terra. I put Evan on it because it's the easier knock, and then a Terra's was going to be for right before the shield. But we can swap it back.
Do you know what to do now, Evan?
Yeah, not really, no.
Okay, so
let's just have Nixie do first.
Okay.
I mean, like,
You need to be able to essentially target whoever Kelly calls, and then, or the statue, which is down right now, and Shining Force on that when it's called.
Yeah, or this. It's going to look... See the totem back here? It's either going to be that totem or the statue. Those are the things that you will knock on. I know it's not great to see, but the only thing over there, you'll kind of know where it is when I tell you to knock, because the birds will be walking in a line through the totem.
You can macro it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Just do macro target Earthbind Totem.
Wait, you can macro
Yes,
totems?
you
I thought
can.
you could.
Yes.
Well,
I guess in PvP you can. It works now.
PvP you can't, yeah.
Okay. So
PvP.
then we need to be careful. Yeah, don't place your totem Pip, don't place your totem Co. In that first, like, you can do it later, but don't do it right on pull. Right on phase transition, rather, because that's when mine's going to be down.
Can you see the healing shield on him?
Depends on your UI. I can, but I'm using Plater.
There's a weak aura, the fuzzy link that will.
What do you want? The shield?
The healing shield, yeah. So I know when it comes up, so I can put everything on.
I have that. I can link. Oh, there. Two you got.
Let me look and see what the damage looks like.
Mine's awful. I'll look at it.
I'm basically not healing in that phase, so just
Yeah, I
DPS.
guess. Can I go?
Can you drop your totem, Kelly?
I'm also going to swap you back to the first group, and then Fuzzy will be in second.
Okay.
Since I think Fuzzy is going to burst slightly higher, and that group is slightly tighter.
Probably.
Did it work, Evan?
Yep.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to call Totem down. You can't just pop a macro and Shining Force on it. You need to see where the totem is and see where the birds are, because you might need to wait a second or two for the birds to get in position.
I got this.
Okay. I mean, we now know, though, after the past couple pools, that we do have the damage and the healing to do this. So there's no excuse not to kill it tonight, even though our comp is not, like, ideal. So let's do it, then.
Am I doing the same thing?
Yeah, you're doing the same.
You're on second shield now.
Yeah, your second shield. You are same pedestal.
We took him
triangle.
off pedestals, unless you want to change the note again. Oh, because he'll take Bungo's spot.
Yeah, he's taking Bungo's spot. So I think you're the exact same on
Give me
pedestals.
the note, damn it.
Fine.
Coming in late, making demands like this.
Yeah, that's right.
Before the second shield, can we have Ko drop an Earthbind? Because mine might not be off cooldown. Or is that going to be like I'll try, but I'm pretty sure mine's coming off cooldown like 1 second before shield, which isn't great.
I mean, like.
Or Pip, you guys, do you know
the hunters can do it too. Like, it's just like making you're making it harder for yourself.
Exactly. Thank you, Rice.
What about the knockbacks?
Yeah.
Thank you.
One hunter
Yeah,
can
the
do it.
knockbacks, Keats.
Yeah, I mean, I can just, they never get in range, so I never get to knock them back.
Yeah.
I'll knock back, like, no one needs to tell me to knock back, I'll just do it if they're in range.
Yeah.
I thought we wanted them like 40 yards away for the shields for Val or something.
No,
I think
Val. That's
prepositions
Val's
have to.
fucking problem.
True, that's true. I don't know why I'm worried about Val. Let's go.
Let me know when you're good, Atera.
Wait.
Go fast, please.
Don't think about it, Val. It's okay.
You can trade me, Fuzzy.
Thank you.
You don't have to worry about it so much, Ko. It sounds like hunters can do it and screw Val.
Pog.
Oh. Hell yeah.
Tell him.
I could also just save room for that, and it'll probably be very consistent. But I've just been using Ring basically off cooldown to help keep stuff away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bring it, those traitors! Gods, stop them!
There it goes. Oh yeah, big stop. We got 20 seconds till Vanquisher. Push.
My ring burns like 1,000 suns!
Okay, Evan, you can Shining Force thing.
Done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Move. You ready for shield soon? Move, bring him closer, I got boss. Watch frontal. Can I get a knock?
Returning!
Focus in. Big blast here. Dodge. You can take him out. So, range all the blasting. After this fire strike.
I'm so fucking bad.
I fucked up so many things up there.
5, 4,
That was like
3,
really bad DPS
2,
pool for me.
1.
It could be way better.
Well, sounds like we would have easily made it then.
I mean, I don't know about easily. I just like know that I was part of the problem at pool.
I was
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fucking shit the bed.
Eat the poo poo.
Pee pee poo poo.
Like ice cream.
His movement at the very start of the phase was a little weird too.
Yeah, he did not want to move. I was trying to get him to move without like baiting the cast into the raid, but he was just driving out.
Where's Wah?
Wah.
The new fort.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ridicles, traitors! Gods, stop them!
So 15 on Vanquisher.
That's good.
Slow. And just last thing.
Okay, totem is down.
He literally just like moves so fucking far for no reason whenever I take a step. So I apologize about that.
I don't know why I pushed that side.
What the fuck is it?
Yeah, I'm spaced on it.
Let's get some distance between us and them if we can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Float.
There's a totem down you can knock off.
Move. Nope.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we need to do better.
Yeah, these beats are horrible, honestly. And I can try to do the Phoenixes at phase, but like I said, the Hunter knock is like 0 yards, so we have to run out there on the wrong side of the boss, usually into the fire, to get them knocked.
Well, yeah, just the boss just needs to be moved farther.
I can just save ring for the second shield. It's going to be way easier.
Leave him on me the entire time, Millie. I want to see.
Ring would be very helpful in that phase, Aiden, if you could.
Yeah, I'm just kind of using it randomly just to keep distance, but if we need it for a specific spot, I'll use it on the second shield.
Yeah, just because like first in knock, we literally have to get into melee range, and if the tank frontals over there, and then like we don't want to bait the Ember Blast over there, it's just hard to find a time to get over there and like actually knock. We can also, the rest of us can help the tanks by just don't lead the boss. Like, you should never be in front of the boss.
I'm kind of convinced most of this stems from the meteor position.
Yeah.
Where it's dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people understood when you made the comment earlier, Ross, about dropping it to the side.
What's the best way to illustrate this then?
I'm currently doing paint as well.
You want the group to not move,
Wait,
but
I
the
can do a
meteor to
live
just
note, I
barely
think.
clip them, right? Am I understanding that right?
That's part of it, but I don't think that's like the big thing.
Does everybody see the live session?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Wow, look at this
That
thing.
dude's the boss.
He disappeared. Where'd he go?
Oh, we got him.
That
We
dude's
killed
the
him.
boss.
Oh.
So tank is, there. We want meteors. What's happening right now is meteors being dropped right here. Basically directly behind the boss. And so what that does is that means the raid group, when we have the frontal right after, and so everybody sees what's happening. You're having to run out of that the entire time, a big long run instead of taking like 2 steps. What we should be doing is putting the meteor here. Basically, we need to move the boss a little bit farther away from the fire so that the raid group can drop the meteor to the right of where we are now. And if we do that, then we can bait the meteor, or not the meteor, we can bait the frontal there. And then that's a very easy move. All we have to do is move there instead of having to move here. Like, it sounds very trivial, but honestly, it's a huge difference.
Okay, dokes.
I like visual aids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's killing me to remember, but
This is so funny.
did I drop feast? I think so, right?
I have food buff, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
But do just leave boss on me for a while. I want to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Criticals, traitors! Gods, stop them!
Still 20 seconds, still 90. Okay, push.
Totem's down.
Consume you!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chips then.
You must
Get back to doing it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Much better. Much better. Yeah, that is still better than Noctis.
Saving range.
Five, four, three,
Okay, next quote.
Oh fuck, that's me. I'm garb.
Just spellstone if you need my healer's damage.
I think the damage you're taking is pulling a lot more healing off, bro.
No, I just wanted to see if one pull for positioning, but I think it was better.
오, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think people are still
so
moving
that
too much. They're like
that big.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just the big conal can be targeted on anyone. I'm not sure people.
No,
know
no,
that.
Jamaican. I was fine right here. I was just.
Well, I wasn't even gonna talk about what you did, Race, but so like when people drop the circle, like people are moving, like
super far,
further away than they need to from it. Like you can just go right next to the circle, and that will, like, bait the best cone. Like you don't need to move further out. That's just gonna make it so that the entire raid has to move further out.
I think it's because the circle, it grows pretty fast, so if you stand
Yeah.
right next to it, it's gonna clip you, and that's...
Yeah, don't stand like right next to it, but you don't need to go like an entire circle's length over.
Yeah, he's just trying to say like you can be more efficient with your movement. Like you can just like be on the corner of the circle, and when it drops, all you have to do is like move like
a little bit
to the left.
The majority of the raid is moving too much. That's my point.
Everybody repair.
I see.
I think it's in part due to the fact that the cone is a bit like it. I wish it was a little more flashy to look at.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the circle, like before the cone.
This is before the cone.
And that's also why what Keats is saying and Rice is saying about moving too much, that's also why people get hit by the tank frontal. Because they move so much that when the boss has to move ahead, they're like right in the path already for the frontal.
You should definitely move like further than you think you might need to for the cone, but for the circle you should be like closer than you think.
Also remember, for cones, it's easier to dodge the closer you are to the boss.
4,
That's true.
3, 2, 1.
I know shapes! Yes!
Wow.
So
Amber's teaching the next guild math class.
Yeah, but do you know why kids love the taste of cinnamon toast crunch, Ambro?
No, that one I don't know.
It's because there are delicious cinnamon sugar swirls every bite.
Learn something new every day. Thank you, Willie.
Need a citation for that.
Still 15 till vanishing. We are blasting. Okay, we can push straight through.
Totem's down.
So I'm thinking this guy, yeah?
Yeah, we're stopping normal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 오, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not bad.
5, 4, 3, 2,
on totem again.
Frontal.
That positioning is good.
Yeah, and I feel like I was actually doing okay that part, so
4, 3, 2,
better than usual.
1.
Which isn't saying much, but
Val, can you stop doing 100k through Phoenix, man?
Swap covenants, easy.
Ooh. Then I'll do less damage!
No, you'll do more.
His
You'll do
burst
more.
will be significantly worse.
I release like a reason.
Yeah, but
Which is what we want as burst, so it doesn't actually help at all.
And no one wants to be like a simp.
What does Simp even do?
Okay, I get something.
It
buff your
gives-
friends.
It buffs my friends by 10 to 15%, and I get a portion of damage. But if the time expires, I lose the damage portion. And my healing goes towards that damage bonus. So my Ysera's gift gets buffed. And then Convoke is mindlessly throwing spells and praying I don't hit a Phoenix.
I mean, for the most part, healers, I think, are all doing their job. I don't think we could expect more than maybe a couple hundred more DPS from them consistently. So it is on the DPS, basically, at this point. Yeah, I mean, I know we took avoidable damage, Kelly, but every healer is essentially over 1k. Evan is 50 DPS below. And then we have 4 of you doing a good bit more than that, which is what you see on these comps. That's a good question. Were people actually potting there?
9 people pot.
no,
Or 9 DPS.
I didn't pot.
So 9 DPS, that should be the second group, right? Or were we all potting? Let's
Well,
let's
we
just
didn't
all
wipe
let's
to
all
the
pot.
second
Yeah,
shield.
we're all gonna
Yeah.
pot. We're gonna
Pod.
count on execute people to carry us when we get to the last one.
That's one person.
Well, we're gonna count on.
No mages have an
Three
execute.
mages.
Well,
Mages
I'll have Touch of Death as well.
Hunter.
DK is like
Hunters.
Touch of Death is
Everyone
like
has
15K.
fucking execute now.
But drain soul
KT.
damage?
Make sure your oils are good.
Yeah, DK
Yeah,
is
right.
the best execute.
Yeah. We're gonna fucking blast the last one.
Don't tell him DKs have the best execute. He's going to make a spreadsheet against DKs now.
DK is the best.
it comes out at
Better, dude.
10%. And the second
DK is
time,
like the best
Keith's
everything in the
food.
game right now.
It's probably too late.
Yeah.
Also, they have a raid cooldown.
Well, when we miss it by like 50.
2, 1.
Oh, blast.
Stop them!
I just almost saw a murder happen.
Yeah. Kill is being healed to death, so just calm your tits, healer.
Need heal.
Is that okay?
Push forward. Push, push, push.
Like 1,000 suns!
The totem's off, please. I think you're gonna be able to knock on that one, so if you want to go totem down, go with it.
5, 4,
Or Evan, you could just run in there and knock.
1.
First shield. Plus. Now we blast.
Power.
So, should be this is not real. Seriously, fuck up. No channel.
Is it coming down? As soon as those birds come out, you can.
Square is not great, but I think we can do it maybe. Keep the Phoenix under control.
Try to get him far away to start, just so we don't have to worry about as much.
Channel.
GS boss.
Channel.
GS
Channel.
boss.
Doesn't even matter.
Shoot blast.
Okay, all the GSs, all the hymns, all that should be in your
I took square grows.
No, we should have heroed by now.
We did.
Oh, sorry, I thought I fixed that.
Try to get that other Phoenix under control. I can't see that we've used hymns and all that. Are we okay?
I'll knock again.
You can use self though.
Came in for a second.
Self.
Another interruption from the castle
The
guard.
boom self first.
I don't have it.
I used it.
Okay, no, that's right. Oh, that's right. You don't have to. That's right. It's Evan, and then after this is done, it's a Terra. Go ahead, it's Evan.
Should I hit him now?
You should have him already, yes, but him now.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah, there was a lot of things wrong with this stuff.
I have an assassin.
I ran out of mana like the second we heroed, basically.
Are you getting that second innervate?
I am, but like the amount of mana I'm spending in that, like as soon as the innervate ends, I just drain like 60% mana in 3 seconds.
Can you make sure you go into that phase with full mana?
I am.
Okay.
It's just like I have 190% haste at that point.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so one thing, I don't think our hymns were right. I don't think our
I'm looking at
the first
it now.
GS was up properly. I got innervate way too early. I had 1 second on innervate
Yeah,
left when
I had to,
popped the sentence.
I'll have to figure it out. Little icon should be popping up right when, so I should be innervating, I mean not innervating, PIing you and putting GS on him when it comes up, right?
So you GS him, and then about 10-ish seconds later, you PI me. It's not at the same time. Can you track, do you see healer cooldowns? I can call it, there's a lot going on at that point though.
Yeah.
Like if you can see healer cooldowns, it's simply when I pop the sentence. If you can't see healer cooldowns, then I'll call it.
I'll get something after a raid and do it if we don't down him
I
tonight.
mean, do you have extra array tools?
I do. Is it like a toggle or something?
Is there a second cauldron?
Yeah, I'll drop it in a second.
I think when we drop the first Ember Blast, the pillar by square just gets clipped, so I think we just have to move it by like
Yeah, it needs to be a little farther away, I think.
A little bit, yeah, a little away from the middle of the room. Also, like, you gotta wait to channel before the shield, so you don't get or like after the knock. So
Yeah, we all did that.
Oh.
What?
I was watching Square, man.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't know what happened there. But...
Oh, square is insta, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I went too early.
Yeah, you went too early.
Oh, you must have gone really early then. Didn't even see.
We still made it, but I think.
No, I just had to sub in.
Oh, okay. Is there
I
any
think
way
we also
like
need to hero about 10 seconds earlier.
Early, okay.
can we get the Phoenix's gripped away at any point? Is there a point where you're losing Nuevo's DPS won't be too awful that he can like run out somewhere and grip the Phoenix away? Because there was a Phoenix like camping triangle where I'm trying to heal Kale, so I did lose a bit of healing moving away from him.
I mean, keeping the Phoenixes under control and getting off boss for a second, or off ads for a second is fine. So yeah.
Okay. So Nuevo, sometime probably during hero, you're gonna have to look for whatever Phoenix looks like it in the worst position and try to get it away from the group.
Got it.
So where do you want hero relative to that first healing shield? Because I've been doing like just after it. Do you want it a little before then?
I think we went a little before. When like the occultist spawn, probably.
What's the spell? Ascendance?
Mine is called Ascendance. Did we have him and all that going? I saw Salve wasn't used, but it didn't really matter.
We had 2 of the hymns. We overlapped our GSs a tiny bit, and one of them was a little late, so we didn't have it on boss at a guaranteed time.
If the third one was late, it's because it was still on cooldown. As soon as I got it, I used it. But yeah, there was a time between mine and the one before that where I just couldn't click it.
You need the talent, Evan.
Yeah, you have to get the talent, I think.
The talent.
It's middle row 3rd, Guardian Angel.
Yep.
Do you need a
Tome?
book?
Please. Good. That will explain it.
I'm actually going to save my int pot for the second healing phase since we seem to be not needing it on the first at all. So I don't know if any other healers are pre-potting int, but I would wait.
I'm mana potting, so I can't use it.
Okay, that makes sense. I also ran out of mana there, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about that too, Pip.
Did all the pedestal people get full channels off?
No, I got knocked partway through mine, so I just gotta wait for it.
Assassin knocked me off.
1.
Critical's traitors! Gods, stop them!
Still 20 till Vanquisher. Red, fuzzy, red.
You think I'm gonna die?
I do.
I'm not gonna fire mage with
Today.
You can totem walk. JK totem wasn't down. I can totem walk.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for shield. I got it.
Taking that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Those patches are hot.
Good channel, good channel. Everything is perfect right now, so. I'm gonna do the knock here soon. Now, channel. You can take this to whatever.
I was late.
Nope, that's good. Perfect.
Okay, PI.
Make sure the hands are going, the GSs are going.
Additional guards are on route. Ensure that their sections are swift.
Sure you stay a little split.
Oh,
for the
fuck, I'm
assassins.
gonna die here. Rice needs heals.
These are dying.
Hands coming out. Remember, careful they explode.
Both assassins on me. I can't
Yeah.
kill.
Another interruption from the castle
Come get
guard.
him.
Come on.
Push, 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 push. Okay. Just same deal over on the other side. You gotta clean up all these ads, so.
I have the load at the gate.
Get both the vanquishers.
Channel symbol. You can.
Okay. First stone comes up soon.
On totem.
I guess so, that's up.
Oh, the infusers are pumping up.
Oh, infusers, yeah. So we
Yeah,
did
there's an
actually-
infuser in the corner.
Yeah, I thought we skipped him. Thought we beat the timer.
We had assassins just going ham on people on pedestals. Like free hitting, yeah, not the leap, they were just free hitting.
I think I'm gonna cool down for those guys, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit to pick up there. We just have to do a better job of it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Unless you're like doing the channeling, make sure you stay kind of loosely spread over on this side so that they're not like going absolutely nuts everywhere. Oops, that's my bad.
Stop them!
Oh no!
No! No!
Gross.
Yeah, I mean, MDs are helpful when you can toss them out, but
I have
there's a
been
lot going on.
pretty much on cooldown, but I can save it for
So-
when the assassins come up because I've been using it like as we phase in.
There's like how many assassins come out? Like 2 or 3?
There were
There's only
4
2.
at that point.
4.
Yeah.
Did you have symbols back up for the second transition?
Mine wasn't. But I could use mine a little earlier before we move over to the corner, so maybe.
So we need to push
think-
boss basically like 5 to 10 seconds faster is kind of the goal.
Yeah, whoever symboled at the end there, that was great because I was Outman and then I wasn't. But if we could do that a little bit earlier. So if you want to save yours, Avoon, we can still do the 2 on transition.
Yeah, I can save.
What are you doing here? You're doing the first him. Once him's over, if you want to just symbol.
Oh.
Yeah, I have yet to use my symbol at all, so.
Oh, you should definitely
Yeah.
use your symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out that healing cooldown on phase 2 because I've been waiting for a salve and it wasn't happening. So at some point I just decided to do mine. And then once mine was finished, I did my M, but then I don't know if the timing was right.
Okay, so on hero, Atera just salve, or shortly after that when the raid looks but most of us aren't healing once hero happens, so if you want to just salve there. And then Evan, the next time raid health looks unhealthy, you can salve. But you can see Atera salve, right?
Yeah, that's why
Okay,
I've been waiting.
Wait for his, he'll do his first, and then once his is on cooldown, you use yours at your discretion.
I know where I need to stand to not get knocked out of, because I use him in the beginning and I get an assassin on my ass, so I'm wondering.
It's going to be kind of random. But there is a point where, what's his name comes down and he knocks everybody. That happens, right?
We'll be
Is that
better on
second
the
phase?
assassins this time. It's fine.
Other question. My him is for the healing increase on kill test, right? So it doesn't
For the
have
most
to
part,
line
yeah.
up with myself.
No.
So I can track, like if I track the M, once it's my turn, I do it, whatever happened. Even if the raid is healthy, okay?
Yeah, it's
good.
basically used for healing.
Him is for
stuff.
Kale, salve is for raid.
Yep.
Alright, so we essentially need to clean up ads so they don't knock people off pedestals. Healing CDs were close. It sounds like they're going to be fine though, this next pull. And then, once you're done channeling, as you can see, we have a ton of ads that we have to deal with, so we need to be blasting those. But they should be much more grouped up this time. And then the boss is dead in basically 50 seconds, or we are.
Okay.
So right at the end, okay, Atera, you are symboling on transition over to phase 2. Evan, you're doing it right before we leave phase 2.
Critical traitors! Gods, stop them!
Lots of time. I'm sure this Deritos gold is almost gonna push her soon. Push.
Place someone else will have to totem, or Evan just run over. And then after this is done, you are watch the tank run over, and then you are symboling.
2, 1.
Well, basically right after this.
Oh, it was good. Where's the totem back there?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That pedestal might be.
Get him up.
Yeah, I'll get a game.
Okay,
You
Nathria,
try
do
to
you
watch
have?
pedestal have a room, Billy, and I'll watch entrance have her picking up Fs, and then we bring him to center.
You want me to say my GS?
No. We can GS now. Do you have symbol?
No, 3 minutes.
Okay.
I got it.
Swap whatever.
Should I GS now?
Yeah, get GS up there.
It's there.
And guys.
There's an assassin I can't get.
Yeah. I got spear and everything on it. Except the fins.
Oh, we had to return to stone. I was grounding there.
Get self on Evan.
It's up.
Defensives if you have them.
Another interruption.
Yeah, their turret's so great.
Customs.
90 minutes of time through there. You can wait.
I'm not. I don't have enough brain power to track all the preschool downs on Kale at the same time as all the other stuff. So
There was a huge gap between the
was
first
there? It looked like it. I didn't see
GS
wings
and
on
the
it.
second one.
I mean,
Yeah,
this might be
I'm
a
gonna need you
silly
guys to
question,
do it.
Released.
but can the priest not track their own GS on the boss?
I definitely need you guys to do it because I cannot watch that while I'm watching all the other
I
stuff.
thought the first GS was like really early before the first.
Yeah, the
shield.
first GS
It,
was.
it should be before the first shield, right?
It was
Didn't
like
we want it
way
like 2 or 3
ahead.
seconds? Oh, was it way ahead? Oh.
Yeah, that's why
We
I
want it
asked you.
like. Oh, okay. Can we maybe just
Summon.
have a Terra or Evan go first and then make a whisper macro chain, or you can just tell the next person to go next?
Yeah,
Okay,
just
I'm
just
just kinda
when
confused
you
on what
when
you
you see
wanted.
yours has dropped off, just.
There you go. There is
There you go. That's
a weak aura.
beautiful, Fuzzy.
That's the honk noise.
Pretty sure Fuzzy is just one big weak aura.
Is
You still
Fuzzy our
got gold,
Nagi?
Fuzzy?
Fuzzy, find me a weak aura to track Healer Mana real quick. Thanks.
Healer.
Healer Mana. That's an easy weak aura. I'm sure you can find it.
I use eyes.
Mine don't work. Thanks, Fuzzy. You're the best.
Was that yourself? I don't know. Or was it other people? Oh, group only. Okay. Oh, it's an old one. Shit.
I think what we're gonna do is Evan's gonna symbol after he does the first knock. Atera, if possible, you should symbol probably into the transition here. I may have called it wrong. Or maybe I had you guys. Do you want all 3 when Shade? Well, it was Pip, but then they don't have it back up for this phase. So that really nice symbol you got at the end wasn't gonna be up.
Oh, I mean, I don't
I
know.
think
It
it's
was-
more important to have it at the end.
It was fine yesterday, I feel like. With the 2 symbols. So, like, literally anything to get that symbol at the end of, like, getting Kalthus to 90% would be
Yeah,
fantastic.
so it's Are you going into this phase with near 100% mana? I know I think
yeah.
Aiden was like 75 or 80% or something, which is...
I'm like basically sandbagging so I can get up to like 50k right before the shield, or close to 50k.
I'm at like 80 right when the shield comes up, basically. But I also get Innervate, so I'm regenerating for like 10 seconds where I'm not spending anything.
After your hymn, Atera, can you pop Symbol? And then a boon after... Yeah. So it'll probably play out like him, and then look to see if you need to salve, and if you need to salve, and if not, then Symbol. And then salve after. Yeah, so as soon as your hymn is done in the second phase, go ahead and Symbol. And then a boon, you are symboling after your hymn is done, I believe?
Right away or the second time?
The second time. The first time you're hymning, or the first time you're symboling is one. Like you're not, right? But
Yeah,
the first symbol should be...
time we
Okay,
go
so
over
the...
there, so I'm saving it for whenever we come out of...
Yeah, so you're saving it for the second healing phase right after your second hymn.
Okay.
Alright. Sorry, make sure you re-oil.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Critical's traitors! Gods, stop them!
That's the job done, right?
Fuck.
Oh,
It's annoying, but it's probably working.
We can slow down.
no.
And we have 15 seconds to push still.
Slow always means on Kale, never on Darethos.
Yes.
I haven't killed.
Okay, Totem's in a decent place right now. You want...
5, 4, 3, 2,
And then this would be your symbol, I think. When you get a good time.
Shields there.
That's actually not a good totem.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Probably have to be a little further away from it.
Should be a pretty easy push here. Yeah.
Bell possibly blasted that Phoenix.
Hell yeah.
I watched the moon just crunch.
I hate my life.
Get that first time up.
The GS is going now, right?
Do not allow them to interfere.
Phoenix incoming on the left side?
Yeah, if someone could get this Phoenix off me, I need to pump.
Okay, Innervate now.
Alright. Yeah. If you guys
Watch their return of stones. What was that, Billy?
You called for me to do something. I didn't hear what was
get
that.
Phoenixes out.
Just stick them onto the side.
I'm gonna knock this close, but I gotta wait.
Kill the thing.
Yeah, we can
Knock on
worry about the
totem.
Vanquisher
Select
right now.
totem, knock on totem.
Blast, 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 blast. Take Vanquisher. Finish that off while it's down. Yeah, take that out too. We need to finish the low Vanquisher right now.
Ember Blast, Ember Blast.
Okay, now it's just the same face, not those.
Knock on totem.
Got it.
I'm taking combat
Until after.
Shields up.
Knock these birds.
Remember,
Like 10
10K, yeah.
I should have saved some of mine.
That is a hectic transition.
No,
like
that shield is
Jesus.
easy. I didn't pop any cooldowns on that shield.
Oh.
What?
I was trying to lower to kill the other guy. That's why. But if I pop
We-
cooldowns,
Really
with
think
I mean, we need to either push before that second Vanquisher, or we need to kill that low Vanquisher earlier. Like, it's so much extra damage.
I kind of want another summon.
I have my shield down. I know when I'm doing GS in the second one now. It's,
How-
I need to move it.
How early are we pushing that healing shield? The one where we're not, the first one on the boss there. The one where we're heroing and GS in the first one.
I didn't fucking pop.
I mean, it's not
Fuck.
super early. Why?
I'm just wondering if we should heal surge or heal wave it, because mana is a problem.
I didn't pot that shield. I'm fucking big.
I mean, I don't think we're beating it by that much, but I'm not 100% sure.
Sorry. Please.
Do we get 2 shields set phase scrolls? At the end?
Yeah, it's exactly like the first time around.
Fuck.
We do 2, and then if we don't beat the
Actually-
third, we're gonna wipe.
Actually, if I pot, it should get the tail end of the pot.
No, we definitely have the first shield because I didn't have any cooldowns. If I do, I'll obliterate it.
Yeah.
So it's a 2 shield phase again, just like, and then
Yeah,
whittle
it's an
it down.
exact repeat, only this time we have execute mechanics and more adds up. But yeah, in terms of shields, it's exactly the same.
So we're still in the same rotation then?
Yep.
Oh.
That means you and Pure, I don't know where your busts are at that point, but you might be able to help clean up that pile of ads. And still
Oh,
have it
I
up.
definitely have
Get your,
it up.
get your augment notes from the bank.
Serious now.
Is everybody good? Everybody should have.
I'll put repair down too.
So.
Make sure you eat. Make sure oil's up. Go ahead.
I was gonna say something about the Nox, cause like the Nox, like I know the priest knock is like it's really hard to like aim and shit, but
We have a lot of scuffed knocks. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Like
it
priest one
just-
is off the totem, hunter one is melee range. Like
It just go. I think we should just use priest knock, not too early. I think we should use the priest knock when the birds are around like star or like I don't know. Because if we do it early, it just gets because they spawn in the middle of the room and then we use the knocks and then they get knocked into the pedestals and it just sucks.
Yeah, we may just not priest knock unless the priests themselves want to run over there and do it, which I mean I'm not opposed to because those birds need to be controlled.
That's what I've been doing for the
we're
first
gonna
one.
we're gonna have to wait for them to get super close then because the one pull I tried to go into the fire to knock a bird and I died like in 2 seconds. So hunters have to wait till they get to the very edge.
3, 2.
Yeah, I definitely lost a ton of heal on that last pull because I was kiting a bird around.
Stones. "20 seconds to vanquish her."
You guys.
Okay, we gotta just deep breath, focus on what you have to do. Move. Shield. Move out of these. Watch the funnel, watch the funnel. Good knock.
Got knocked. Oh, it died.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not funnel. Good.
Too dead.
Do not allow them to interfere.
Get him into whatnot if you can.
Are you getting that close?
No, nuke this.
Knock those birds
Channel
down.
again. New channel.
Do not allow them to interfere.
All ads coming down. Watch the stones.
I'm on square.
Pump this back and forth.
More of those fools seek to hinder us. Do not allow them to interfere.
Push, 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 push. Kill this vanquisher before shit spawns. How did we not push that?
So with the pedestals on square just got covered in fire, so we couldn't get a full channel.
Yeah, there was one that was knocked over there early on.
We had like 3 pulls in a row. Phoenixes were not an issue, and then like fire was complete garbage that pull.
That might just, I think it's the first knock. So Evan, if you're gonna run over there and manually knock, just make sure you don't knock them towards the pedestals.
Why
if
are we
anything, knock
knocking
them towards
anyways?
the center.
That first
I
one?
am not knocking them towards the
Okay.
pedestal.
Yeah.
Like they're knocking like straight away from that other corner over there.
Can we just kill it and then wait for it to come back from another angle?
Fucking someone give me the
That's a lot of
Vigor
extra
that
damage that we don't necessarily
like
have.
have to click control to remove the fucking release.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'd gladly like avoid having you summon me.
I think Fuzzy has it, but
No,
or
mine
instant.
is just calling you a name. That's it.
Do we have symbols there?
I had
The-
to had to do mine. Sorry, that one got a little jacked up.
Okay. Yeah, healers were out of mana there, regardless. We would have pushed sooner, but I think we were all just like scraping the bottom of the barrel. So, I mean, we could save all 3 symbols for the end there. And then you guys could just each symbol after your hymns.
I mean,
and
like
whatever the.
we
but-
would have pushed if the pedestals were actually
Yeah, that's
used
true,
at
too.
a full for their full amount.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not just the pedestals.
it's
A lot
not
of
just the pedestals, but we cannot have square covered with fire.
Yeah.
We can cover pretty much this entire half of the room with fire, but we cannot cover those 2 pedestals over there.
Yeah, probably Pip.
Sure, your augment, pure food, fuzzy oil. Check your oils too to make sure it's not going to drop off. Our DPS is like pumping in that first one, so we're good. We just need to play that clean.
Like I'm dotting the birds, so like eventually those birds will die too. So
How long do they go down for when we kill them?
5,
like 5
4,
seconds.
3,
Yeah, it's not super
2,
long, but
1.
it does.
Better than nothing.
Stop them!
I see GS in the boss.
Just wanna
Push.
Shall suffer my wrath.
Man, I've had that cloud circle.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Looks in.
Oh, now no one's not.
Are we just like not slowing the Phoenixes?
Like, we're not
or-
sure.
Keep going.
4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4,
Okay, so what is the exact plan for what happens when Phoenixes spawn right now?
5,
I don't know.
3, 2.
I put a totem down. Someone chains of ice them. I put a totem down. Evan's just running out there and knocking them, but you could use a totem too. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the
after
problem right now is that I've knocked down and they went straight back in the vortex, so I just wasted mine.
I thought the
Vortex went
first
down at the start.
You're vortexing at the start now?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I thought the plan was like, okay, yesterday what we did was we gripped the phoenixes at the start of phase, and then Val uses Vortex Typhoon at the start. Isn't that the first time we did it? And it was like completely fine yesterday.
I mean, I think that is the plan. I think what you do is wherever they spawn, you grip them to essentially star Val vortexes, and then we can start knocking them essentially towards Diamond.
Yeah, but they were way farther than Star when I knocked back.
And that's what I'm saying. It's fucked from the very start. Like they cover Skull and Square like immediately there, so they need to be gripped to Star, and then as soon as they're gripped, they're Ursel, and then from there it should be really easy to control them.
Okay, so we'll Ursul's first, and then Evan, once they get close, you can knock them. Or anyone can knock
the
them.
problem is that during that time, it's the meetup.
One less person soaking won't kill us
Nah.
so long as one target.
No, but if I run out there, I'm gonna get it, and no one's gonna soak with me, because I'm gonna be
We
out
can
of
grip you
position.
back in. Nathria will grip you back in if you're out of position.
Because I've been getting it every time I run out.
Sure, you room.
You also don't have to run out there. There will be a totem down that you can knock from. But it's, we just need to make sure they don't end up on Skull and Square and don't end up near us.
5,
And like just
4,
get better with the
3,
Jave.
2, 1.
Criticals, traitors! Guards, stop them!
To Vanquisher. That's a good line. Oh, God.
Take the damage.
Push, push, push.
Like 1,000 suns! So, here's the key. By the power of the sun! Consume you!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch it. Just poke. Funnel. Take whatever.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch it. Okay, push out. I think Skull is safe. It's kind of tough to tell.
Not allow them to interfere.
Yeah.
Are you? Is that good to you?
I'm good here.
be just
Heads
on
up.
us.
Yes, this should be up.
Ensure that the jets are swift.
Lots of assassins coming down.
Yeah, should be out. Someone knocked that Phoenix coming in.
Those fools seek to hit us. Do not allow them to interfere.
No chains.
How did this place be?
Make sure we have all the GSs up.
We need symbols
they're
too.
all out.
We haven't had them yet.
Do not allow them to interfere.
On this Vanquisher. We are getting another one, so
Shades.
watch this first frontal.
Ember Blast, Ember.
Keep them knocked.
Bait, bait, bait.
And swap as best we can here.
I had like 12 stacks of Vanquish on, so.
Yeah, no. That's what we need to pop.
Pop health time. Just pop health time.
No, we still didn't break
I mean,
the
after
shield.
the yeah, shield. I don't have soulstone.
How close was that?
I saw like 80k, I think.
I think we need everyone with cooldowns to pop cooldowns on that because healers are not DPSing. Then we are struggling to keep everyone alive. At least I'm not DPSing them.
Yeah,
I was DPSing, but I can stop.
I mean, it's the it's the two Vanquishers. Like, we're 6 seconds off from pushing without that second Vanquisher.
Okay. Are we getting all the channels through? Is this just a healer problem at this point?
I had dot from an assassin. I just needed to wait 5 seconds, but that was a little bit.
Yeah. I keep on getting
yeah,
interrupted
symbol-
by random bullshit.
Because of
I'm
Smash,
saying
there's a
Pip-
timer for it, but the assassins are just random.
I wanted to say my hymn comes off cooldown, so I'm channeling right as I'm about to use PI on you, so I'm gonna have to use PI before I use him.
That's
like,
fine.
When it comes off.
That's fine. I've been calling it a little late, honestly. I'm trying to watch a couple other things. But yeah, that's totally fine.
It's like.
Yeah, and then you are symboling as soon as PI ends, right?
Yeah, as soon as
I mean,
symbol-
as soon as.
Yes,
him.
I'm hymning after I cast PI on you, and then I'm symboling hope after.
Okay, so all the priests are doing symbol right after him. I think it's 40 yards, right?
I mean, I'm doing it pretty much where the on the left-hand side over there, so I should be in range unless you're out in China.
Nah, we're over like triangle X. You were right near me, Pip. We got it kind of late, but that could just be because him takes the 10 seconds to channel.
I
But I'm
use
not-
mine at transition from like 2-phase.
Okay, maybe we'll just save all three then.
Because like your mana was at like 40%, so I was like, meh. it's
I
not a
could just
waste.
not cast that whole phase.
Girls,
And I
is it
popped up.
okay? Sorry, is it okay for the second Vanquisher to pop up or no?
If we have
Ideally,
to,
no.
if ideally no, it makes it much harder. But like, it's not an instant wipe if we get it.
Sorry,
Okay, here's
Kaylee,
what we're
go
going to
ahead.
do. Evan, when you see Avun start channeling him, you're going to start channeling your symbol. All the other priests will symbol after their hymn ends. So that should just give us a continuous like symbol, 30 seconds of symbol. And that should get Aiden, Pip, and I through that.
Cool.
So like that pull, all the DKs had lower than Garrus' damage on the first Vanquisher. I'm not sure if that's correct, but that seems a little weird to me.
We
It's
also
probably trying to control Phoenixes a lot. I'm
we
tossing
also
souls
don't
where I
have.
can.
Yeah, I think
We
I
only
mean-
got one salve there too.
if that's all Phoenix control, we'd probably need to rotate the responsibility a bit then.
Yeah, so the healers are generally standing near Triangle X area, from what I've seen. I know that's where Pip and I are at. So that's like danger zone for Phoenixes. If you see a Phoenix over there and you have some sort of knock, you got to get those away because we can't be moving during that phase.
We can also position Vanquisher closer to Phoenixes to start so that DKs can deal with it and be blasting.
Well, it's usually around like the middle of the room.
Yeah, but the reason we had him closer last night was because Marius needed to be closer to boss. That
Yeah.
doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, we only had a terrace south that last pull too. There's a ton of damage going out, so
Yeah,
it's,
they're also chain.
yeah, it's more on boss and it's more on raid health.
I mean, that's the same time motion.
Get them all in, get them all in. On the back for sure. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Even take him, kill it. Blast.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good enough. Blast again. That's right. Move, it's a little bit bad big.
Watch tank run. Oh my god.
Top defenses, you're low.
5, 4,
The
3,
closest we've had yet.
2, 1.
Don't put that Ember Blast so close to the boss. That was what that problem was there.
Okay.
Yeah, if they're actually out a little bit, you can step forward instead of stepping left.
Well, it's
and
not just
getting
that
out of
melee
there.
can't melee, then that's the reason why.
That's true.
For some reason I released. Can I have a zone back?
In fact, a lot of times, there's some times where melee did not even soak. So, I mean, to soak the Ember, so I'd even go so far as that. I'm not saying you should do that, but it's better to err on the caution of stay away from melee rather than try to get us.
actually have to go like right at 8, so I don't know if I can
Yeah,
another
that's
pull.
Yeah, I
Okay, that's fine.
Same.
have plans soon, so.
Have a good night, guys. Be safe.
Try my best.
We're gonna need more than your best, Ambro, because we need you here on Tuesday to kill this boss.
True.
I want Mike to tell Ember that she should. No, right.
Excuse me? What were you gonna say, Ellie?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I guess.
Doing heroic.
Oh, tomorrow?
Today's Friday.
Is it though?
This is true.
It's not.
You want to do it Saturday? I don't care when we do it.
It's almost Friday.
Let's do heroic
It
first.
is almost Friday.
So if I get a weapon, I don't have to torture myself with PvP.
True.
Fair. We'll do it tomorrow. 8:30-ish. Don't be too hungover.
I mean, this was pretty good considering we didn't have all our main raiders on.
Oh, that was a spicy comp. That was kind of cool.
Hopefully it didn't fail too bad.
No, you did good. I think the healers are doing pretty okay. I jacked up my thing once or twice, but
Well, my problem is that I've been healing Keltas way less than all of you guys.
I mean, honestly though, you've been carrying the raid, which is good because I'm not focusing on the raid too much, and I don't think anyone else is.
Who's Table Demon X?
I assume that's table.
Kitchen, yeah.
I padlock.
Not kitchen table. There's a table that used to just be around. I don't know.
Okay.
There's a PvP or something. Yeah,
So
not
there's another
kitchen table. There's another
Okay. He's
table.
friends
He
with Slayer.
pops in every so often. He's basically, just ignore him. He's friends with Slayer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tara's friend, so it's even worse. Okay.
Wait, is that tabletop titties?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Keats is like, oh, it's suddenly so much more clear.
Definitely not.
Tying it all together.
We were definitely not streaming Human Centipede in the Mythic Plus channel earlier.
God, that's the movie you were watching. That was fucking degenerate. God damn it. We thought you were just being wholesome and watching a movie together.
Oh, fuck no.
I mean, it's that or porn.
That's pretty much what the Human Centipede was. Watching porn with your homies in VR chat? Nah, they ain't got no worlds like that. It's public.
Drink if you didn't.
What's funny is Wara joined and he watched the whole movie with us.
Warren's just as degen as you guys. He just doesn't play with you guys.
Oh, dude, he has full body tracking. I know that dude does weird fucking shit in VR chat. Degenerate.
No, that's the future right there.
VR chat, my god. Please no.
Damn, Keats, did you complete an 18 last week, or did you complete a 16 this week?
18 last week.
Okay.
It was a plague fall. And I got a plague fall, so it's kind of funny.
Don't go in there.
What's wrong
Oh,
with
I'll
that
be
place?
going in there.
Oh.
Fuck that place.
How does the tank drop their necrotic on the third boss if they aren't Kyrian?
Ice block.
Plate user taunted away.
I think so, Pip.
Anyone want to scuff the level of Zoid and myself?
Sure. Let me refill my drink though. Inv.
Need a healer and DPS for 11.
Shouldn't be too bad.
Just need a healer.
Maybe I can get him with the trap invite.
Please realize that I don't know how to tank properly, so this is major scuffed.
It's okay. It's what Evan deserves.
Wait,
I have a
we going
170
TOP?
weapon. That's all I'm going to say. Balloon TD6. So Zoid's in M plus 1 1.
Okay.